So this is my take on the passport bros in general. When it comes to the Philippines and Asia, and just this viral video that's just been going viral for the past couple days, which I noticed that's popped off on my feed a lot. And I just want to get into the psyche of it all and my take from a spiritual sense, and why I believe a lot of things are changing in today's world. Now, I have a lot to say in regards to the passport bros, but that'll be on another video that will do. But in regards to this issue about Chad2dad issue, what I'm seeing is that there is a growing population of men who have become unsatisfied in the West, whether they're white men, younger men, and a lot of it has to do with culture and societal values that has changed, which I've noticed. I've come to realize that there is a growing insecurity in the men, and whether this is due to insecurities through they developed that they never resolved through growing up. But you see a lot of it in the men like Chad2dad when they are addressing the issues. You see that they're not the typical kind of men who did, get the dates or got the girl they truly wanted. It seems like they lived their life, stacked their money, and then found out, hey, how can I take the easy way out? And in this one clip, even though the question was condescending, I think that his response shows the type of mindset that this passport bro has, which is a little bit problematic.
So I got a comment this morning. This girl said, American women don't want to date you. And I replied, you're absolutely right. American women don't want love, children, family, home, and happiness and leadership. But my Filipina does.
And I know that clip will divide people. There'll be people that will come hard on him, that will say that was condescending to American women and American culture. And a lot of, other people say, well, that he's speaking the truth. Then there'll be other people that say it's cringe and whatever. But the point is that what you're seeing and hearing, especially of late, especially on social media, with a lot of men that are unsatisfied. But my question to these men, and this is a question for myself too, if you are truly seeking traditional, relationship, what type of leadership are you hinting at? How do you define leadership? Your vocation in life is important. And as a Christian, the first thing that a man should do, and what the gospel says, is seek the kingdom of God first. What is your vocation, and what is this leadership that you stated that you desire somebody to follow? In order for you to have those qualities in leadership, you have to display them or define what they are. You can't just say leadership in the vacuum and mean anything that you want. And I feel like that's what is frustrating Western women and those that are trying to understand passport bros. And of course, this, sets off a firestorm, and he started to face backlash online, especially with a lot of Western women. And I feel like some get the point and some don't.
Also hates you because you're not a likable person. You are not the man you think you are. And that's the problem. Men will go to other countries to find wives, and when that wife also does not like them, they're going to think that they are Americanized, that they're brainwashed.
Now, I agree with this sister to an extent. A lot of the guys that tend to go overseas do tend to go due to insecurities that they may have, failed relationship, divorce, and they're looking for validation and affirmation from people because they haven't received it or is something that they're craving. Now, I'm speaking in generality. I'm not saying that all of the, reasons why a lot of the men go over is for that. But you do tend to see a pattern that there is some that fit into that ship. And we have to be careful because we can't paint every single person in the same boat. A lot of the guys who are, passport bros are passport bros because of the lack of interaction with the women in the Western world. And unfortunately, there's a lot of factors to that. A lot of men don't tend to work on themselves, keep up with their fashion, hygiene, or just social interaction. And when you become isolated or in a failed relationship, that spurs desperation and sometimes intense loneliness. And a lot of guys tend to, see the Philippines or Southeast Asia as an answer to a lot of these, deep issues that are occurring in the West with the men. In my remaining moments, I want to turn it back directly towards men like Chad2dad and this notion that the grass is greener on the other side and that, the issue is other people. The truth is that the problem is always going to be with us men and our vocation and our leadership and our beliefs. What foundation have you built your life upon that you believe that this young girl from another foreign country, will grow or benefit other than money? And the problem is far too many young girls from the Philippines come and get disappointed by men who just don't know themselves, don't know what they want, and just trying to fill a void. This issue with Chad2dad begins with him and it has to end with him. He has to be the man that steps up and stop sharing his marriage online. If you are a person of leadership, lead your wife, lead your family, because they need you. This whole internet, sharing your personal business on your internet, shows that you have some type of mental, incapability of knowing exactly where the line is drawn in your personal life and how to lead your wife. Your wife should not be crying online to strangers because she's unhappy with the man she married. So it's up to you. If you truly believe that the Filipino women is the better women and that somehow the Western women are trash, then lead by example. And that's all I can say for men like Chad2dad. The issue, I believe, is the heart. The issue is the heart of men. And it's not going to be fixed by going to another country or anything. The answer belongs in fixing what's wrong with the heart. If you can fix that, you can find that true purpose. And that's where I leave this.